Economic growth starts right here in our backyard. In Texas, over 80% of job growth is attributed to local growth. That's why our business advancement team collaborates with our partners to give them the resources and expertise they need to navigate, grow, and prosper.
Hi, I'm Tom Thill. I'm the CEO of AmeriVet. We're a veterinary company based here in San Antonio. We started the company here in 2018. We are now 240 locations of veterinarians all across the country with a headquarters here in San Antonio. Initially, when we first started the business, I was really focusing on getting the company started and getting employees. The things that Greater SATX helped us with were the things that, quite frankly, were a little bit more challenging for us to focus on. We needed to focus on the key priorities of the business. So they helped us find space to launch the business out of. They helped us with connections to companies here in town that could help us with recruiting and with some other assets. So it allowed us to really look like a big professional company very early on in the life cycle of our business.
I'm Michael Bates, Senior Chief Engineer of Operations at our Advanced Technology Center in Elmendorf, Texas. So at Navistar, we build commercial trucks and buses, as well as offer integrated powertrains. Here in Texas, we have a facility, an R&D facility that builds prototype trucks and does testing, helps us be able to offer our zero-emission product offerings going forward. Greater SATX team helped us with our recruitment needs by introducing and helping us build relationships with local universities. This includes not only the dean of the engineering schools, but the provosts, presidents, professors, many people at the colleges that help us. So we've been able to make connections at many different places. And this helps us not only fill our pipeline, but it helps us find the universities with the right programs to help give us the talent we need to move forward.
Hi, my name is Christian Guerra. Avanzar Interior Technologies is a Tier 1 supplier to Toyota Texas, Toyota Baja California, and Toyota Guanajuato. We supply interior components for the Tundra, the Sequoia, and the Toyota Tacoma. So Avanzar feels that it's important to invest in a pipeline of talent. We feel that starting out as early as kindergarten, elementary school, middle school, planting the seeds of what could a career in advanced manufacturing look like? What benefits does it bring to you? So our great team at Avanzar connected with the great team at Greater SATX and developed the first initiative to bring in high school students from Harlandale Independent School District. So just recently, we had 30 students as well as 2 of their teachers come in, and they were able to walk our shop floor. They were able to do some near to peer, rubbing elbows with our team members and really getting to see what it would be like if they were to take on a career in our industry.
I'm Skip Hewlett, Vice President and General Counsel with NatureSuite. I'm proud to say is the largest controlled environment agricultural company in North America. We are headquartered right here in San Antonio. We have a situation where there's a trade agreement that's really been in place since the 90s that's brought a lot of stability to the tomato market. The Florida tomato growers asked the Department of Commerce to terminate this trade agreement that's been in place, like I say, in one form or another since the 1996. So I reached out to Greater SATX. They immediately activated their network to work with the mayor's office, Mayor Nuremberg. He reached out and said, hey, to the Alliance of South Texas Alliance of Cities. They all signed a letter to Commerce, asking Commerce to not terminate the suspension agreement, to not trigger this 21% tomato tax, that it was going to have devastating impact on South Texas, on our region, tune of billions of dollars. Greater SATX was able to get me in touch with the San Antonio Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. They signed a letter which then brought in the U.S. Hispanic Chamber of Commerce and the Tucson Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. So I can't stress enough the advocacy help that Greater SATX had for NatureSuite.
Deborah Gray Marino. I'm Senior Vice President of Corporate Relations for SWBC. We do business in all 50 states. We provide products for individuals, families, businesses, and financial institutions. We are currently expanding in Monterrey, Mexico. We encountered in the early part of opening up our offices in Monterrey a transportation logistical issue in trying to get some office equipment into the new building. If we didn't get those office items, specifically computer equipment, across the border, we wouldn't be able to set up any of our IT services. I immediately called Romanita. Within minutes, she called me back. We had her team on the phone with my team and was able to get some connections and get the right paperwork and get everything that we needed, and our equipment was able to cross and our offices opened and we didn't miss our deadline. The Business Advancement team at Greater SATX not only helped us with our transportation logistical issues at the border, they also are leaning in very heavily on connections with higher education, with helping expand our brand in the market down there, being able to introduce us to local leadership, government.
As we expanded our business into Mexico to continue to support Toyota production, we were going down to Mexico once a week, once a month, twice a month. And every single time we would go, we would have to fly from San Antonio to Houston to Querétaro, or from San Antonio to Mexico City, and then Mexico City to Querétaro. And it was a very extensive length of time that it took for us to get there. It would be 8 hours to get from San Antonio to where I needed to be. As time went on, Greater SATX reached out and said, hey, can you guys give us some background, some information on how often your team travels, how long it takes for you to get from point A to point B? We put that information together and we gave it to Greater SATX. We just told them our experience, but they did all the heavy lifting, and they're the ones that really pressed into the issue and helped us solve a big problem. This is a total game changer. I can now get from San Antonio to my plant in 2 hours, whereas it usually took me all day. This direct flight now from San Antonio to Querétaro, it saves all of us time. It makes our companies more efficient. Ultimately, they always say time is money, so it saves us money as well.
For us, it's important that we have a group like Greater SATX that really believes in us, that has our back. And I can't stress enough the importance, not only attracting businesses, but keeping businesses right here in San Antonio.
We are thrilled as a company to be able to really link arm in arm with an organization like Greater SATX.
Together, we are greater.